Aren't you glad you watching Nick? Aren't you glad you watching Nick?
Hello. Is my microphone working? It is. Hi, Alderin, my friend from school. How are you doing? Breakfast. What are you having for breakfast? I'll tell you what I had for breakfast. Yesterday. Hey, it's James.
Late
Esquivel.
night legend just walked back into chat. Yo, James Esquivel. Welcome back. Did you roll in after another market store haul? Or are we just vibing and talking nostalgic game finds tonight? What surprises did you snag for this Saturday hangout?
Bacon, sausage, eggs, and toast. I had something with very similar ingredients. Yesterday I was at the grocery store just doing my weekly shopping, and I looked at the deli section, and they had breakfast burritos at the deli in little wrapped papers, and they were pretty cheap, $1.79 for a breakfast burrito. So I bought one of those and had it for breakfast this morning. It was good. Had eggs and bacon and cheese. It was good and cheap. How is everyone doing? We're gonna keep playing Final Fantasy VII. I'm gonna see if I can breed a green and blue chocobo, and then move on from there, I guess.
Yo, we're back live with the legendary Nick hosting this epic Final Fantasy VII full playthrough. No one keeps the nostalgia hype like Nick. And of course, lurking in the shadows is Chuck Cheaterly, our delightfully villainous guest, always scheming those sneaky tricks and adding that spicy edge to the chaos. That villainous Aussie flair is unmatched. Last stream, we dove into the chaos of chocobo breeding madness, with Pixie comparing it to an NFL draft. Such a hype moment. Tom4163 kept the chat alive with deep Starfield lore and predictions. Alderin82 brought relentless spam and luck challenges, and we even saw some hilarious horror movie banter thanks to Juster172364. Now buckle up, folks. This part 23 is about to get even more legendary. The Chaos Goblin of Team Game Room returns! Hey, Alderin82, I see the claw's already out. Are we farming luck with bits and follows or free energy today? Or saving the pew-pews and #1flex for a dirge of Cerberus story time, while we share virtual panda snacks and Corgo 1 cuddles?
I have a great female. I have two great males. I need another great female. Okay. Undefined. Why undefined? What is undefined? I don't know which command is sending that undefined. Well, I'm not sure how I can track what's doing that.
Alderin82 said, Pixie, how many chucks could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That depends, obviously, on how many Chucks Cheaterly has already cheated out of the forest economy. I'm gonna say one less chuck than he claims he could chuck, because that man is all fraudulent woodchuck DLC.
I cheat woodchucks like I breathe, easy and unstoppable.
You probably shouldn't laugh anymore.
That was pretty good. Screenshot example. Oh. Okay. Huh. Oh, Alderin with the Kappa bits. Thanks for the coins, Alderin, my friend from school. I guess Pixie has nothing to say about that. What is going on? Oh. There was an error. I wonder why. I'm gonna save this timestamp and check it out later. See what happened. All right. My stuff go. Here we go. Undefined again. That must have been the reaction. Was undefined. I wonder if there's a problem with that one. Okay, Mount 20. Bad request. Server could not understand. Is there a problem with my payload, maybe?
Nothing happened, and somehow it still felt like a dramatic decision. Nick really stared down that empty field like it was a moral choice in Mass Effect.
Looking at the command for errors. See anything wrong with it? Oh. Actually, I do. Couldn't be there. Okay. I see the typo. I see a typo in my command. I actually found it myself. That makes perfect sense. Why that didn't trigger. Okay. Alright, well I fixed it now. Alright, let's head to Mediel and get our chocobo. Be very, very quiet, Pixie. We're hunting chocobos.
Stealth mode activated. Feathered RNG, we're coming for you. Shh! Nick out here role-playing bargain bin Elmer Fudd, while Cheaterly probably already has wall hacks installed on the chocobo tracks.
Tixie? Please. I've had wall hacks on my chocobo since before you even knew what stealth was.
Hello, Hoppin' Popper. Hoffin Popper. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Have you been in the stream before? The name looks familiar, but I don't think you're here often. How you doing? Or maybe I see you. Okay, you have. Alright, I thought so. So what is up? Are you familiar with the original Final Fantasy VII? Seems like fewer and fewer people in the world have played the original. You're also Brian's sometimes? Oh, you're in Brian's. Computer and games. Okay. Maybe that's where I recognize you from. Oh, wait. Greens. Oh, you are? You're old? Hey, join the club. So, how familiar are you with this, though? So, I'm trying to get chocobos. I'm just trying to get enough. Hey, I got one. Let's grab like 4 chocobos before we go evaluate them. Chocobo lore leveled up? Wait, what does that do? Hey, Pixie, what does the chocobo lore materia do when it levels up? How does it get better? I haven't played it.
It just got better at baiting birds, basically. When chocobo lure levels up, it increases the chance of getting chocobo encounters on those tracks, and gives a tiny luck stat bump. So, higher level equals more frequent, fluffy traffic.
Got it. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played it, so I'm realizing that there's so much about the game that I don't remember or never knew. I don't want to fight these. Yeah, maybe I'll fight him. Oh, nope, we're running away. But some people come into my stream chat and they're like experts at this game and they're really helpful. Because I like backseat gaming. I like getting tips and hints as I play. I'm totally cool with that. So I have a guide too. I have a PDF version of the original Bradley Games guide that they were released for this game back in 1997. Okay. So it really helps if you're leveled up, if you're strong against the enemies in the area you're fighting in, because you can end the fights really quickly. Why is Vincent so weak? Oh no! Oh good. Please kill it. Oh crap. No! Dang it. Kill it. Don't run away. Crap. Bad timing. Vincent is like half the damage that everyone else does. Why is that? Hey Pixie, Vincent does like half the damage that everyone else does with his normal attack. Is he just a weak melee character or whatever? I know he shoots guns, but is his normal attack just weak, or am I doing something wrong?
He wasn't a weak melee guy. His stats were just kind of mid, so his basic attack felt wimpy next to the heavy hitters. You weren't really doing anything wrong. Vincent was more about his limits and style than pumping out huge regular attack numbers.
See, the problem with that is I don't want to use his limit break because he's acting as my healer, and when he uses his limit break, I lose control over him. Alright, easy fight here.
Yeah, that was exactly the downside of Vincent. Once he limited out, he went full feral and stopped being your reliable healer. If you need a controllable support, you were better off barely letting him get hit, or just benching him for someone whose limits don't yeet your strategy out the window.
Maybe I should get rid of Vincent. What do you guys think? He had the highest magic pool, that's why I picked him, but his limit break is ruining it. I can't even use his limit break. Alright, this is our second chocobo. Okay. Maybe I'll just pick... Who's got the second highest? Take a look. Oh no, wrong. I mean, I guess I can save. That's not what I meant to do.
And there it was, the true final boss of any JRPG run, the save screen. Nick had stared into the void, weighed every life choice, and then gravely advanced to picking between slot 1 and slot 2, like it was a morally complex decision. It's a brand new Twitch chat poll, part of a balanced breakfast.
Hard to compare since Vincent is such... He's like 5 or more levels higher than the other people in my party. Kate Sith. Maybe Kate Sith should be the mage. Pixie, out of these people, who should be my healer? I'm having second thoughts about Vincent being the healer.
You were right to break up with Vincent as healer. Oh, Out of that crew, I'd slap main healing on Cloud or Tifa. Both are perfectly solid with Restore All and big NP. And if you want a dedicated chunky support, Kate Sith actually made a great tanky healer with his big HP pool. Just don't rely on his slot limit roulette if you like sanity.
What? Why? What's wrong with this slot limit roulette thing?
It was pure chaos. Kate Sith's slots could either hard carry you or completely ruin your life with zero warning. You lost control, gambled your whole fight on RNG, and sometimes the game just said, nice run, shame it's something, deleted it, for a limit you didn't even really want.
I don't know. Should I put Kate Sith in? Or maybe Yuffie? Did? I don't know. Did's got a lot of HP also. I have no idea. Okay, let's just keep hunting chocobos. What is that little emoji? Eating popcorn? Nice. I'm gonna go to the arcade later today. It's called the Wonderland Electric Castle Arcade. And they have a little movie theater inside and popcorn. It's gonna be fun. You know what would be a good idea? Vincent. Guess I'll get rid of gravity. There is a materia called, yeah, Death Blow. So Death Blow is an attack that will, I can use that when Vincent has a limit break. And if I don't want to use his, oops, forgot to heal Cloud. If I don't want to use his limit break, I can use Death Blow to attack. Arcades are so fun. I hit one last year at Fort Worth when I was on vacation. Hey, okay. Did the arcade have any retro arcade games, or are they all the new, like play to win ticket type games? Because that's what all of them seem to be now. Don't hit the bird. Okay. Which you know, they're fun too, but arcades are different than they used to be. Alright, we got the chocobo. I suspect the arcade I'm gonna go to, I haven't been there in 30 years. This particular arcade, which is still there after all these years. I didn't even know there was a Twitch chat poll. Did I miss that? The winner for the best role for Vincent is now Dragon Ball Z Evolution with 2 votes. What? Alright, that's our third chocobo. Where did this Dragon Ball Z Evolution come from? I guess I can make Cloud a healer. He's got a big mana pool too. He's got a bigger mana pool than Vincent even. And then I can just have whoever I want in the third slot. No, I don't know, because then if I'm in a battle where I'm healing a lot, that means Cloud is not attacking a lot. So again, I'm not sure what the best strategy is. Ice was born? What does that mean? So I just finished a fight and a little notification appeared at the top of the screen and it was really quick, but it said something like Ice was born. What does that mean?
That's a super classic Final Fantasy VII message. Ice was born means one of your ice materia just hit max AP, mastered. When certain materia are mastered, the game creates a brand new copy. That short notification is telling you a new ice materia was born and added to your inventory. If you hop into the materia menu and scroll your list, you should see an extra ice in there now. Free baby materia, courtesy of all that grinding.
I guess ice is max. Okay. I didn't know materia could reproduce. That's news to me.
Materia in FF7 is secretly having babies everywhere.
Yeah, that reproducing thing is 100% a real mechanic. When a green magic or yellow command materia hits master, the game spawns a fresh level 1 copy of that same materia. That's what Ice was born was telling you. Your original ice hit max AP and the game gave you a new ice. You keep the mastered one and you get the new one. So it's like AP dividends. Why it's cool? You can farm extra copies of good stuff, restore all enemy skill, etc. Then sell some mastered ones for huge gil, especially all materia. Or spread duplicates across different party members / setups. Check your materia list and you should see 1 mastered ice, 1 brand new baby ice starting at level 1. FF7 never really explains it clearly, so most people find out exactly the way you just did.
Huh. Why did she talk for so long? I'm gonna have to fix that. That explanation was way too long. There's a setting called verbosity that I can adjust. I don't have a way to adjust it now, but I can put that in for next time. I think verbosity is too high. All right. Okay. All right, that's 4 chocobos. Now we can go. We're gonna go back to the ranch and check them out.
Nick really went from peak JRPG drama to pure void speedrun in record time. Like the game itself, rage quit, showing him anything meaningful. It honestly looked like the TV powered down out of protest. And even the pixels decided they were done with his decision making.
Alright, we got the 4 chocobos. Alright. Moving chocobo. Alright, we got a great. That's great. I don't know if it's a male or a female though. Oh, it's a male. I forget what I needed though. Crap. Great. I'll call him Geet. Uh-oh. Moving. Another great. Please be a female. That's another male. Call him Brett. Another great. That's perfect. Please be a female, though. Ah! Call him Grit.
Nick had finally reached the god tier moment of every JRPG, spending 5 real-world minutes agonizing over a bird's legal name like it was a social security form. Ew! In the time it took him to nudge that cursor one spot, I fully believed he was trying to min-max comedy potential and still ended up on, I'll come back to it.
Alright, let's see. I gotta let one go. Alright, we got a male. Male. Female. Male. We got 5 males and 1 female. Oh, go away, lady. I wasn't talking to you. Male. Male. Dang! We gotta let one of the males go. I mean, they're all basically the same. Don't let the female go. I'm gonna let this one go because it has a stupid name. Okay, let's see. Hopefully the last one we got was a female. Please be a female, please. Oh, it's a bad one. So don't matter. How come I didn't get to choose to move it? Oh, because I backed out. Let it go, let it go. We don't need that crappy chocobo. Alright. Let's go catch some more. We need a good female, or a great female. I caught 4 chocobos and they were all males. Lame.
Nick's Chocobo Ranch really turned into a frat house fast. The RNG clearly saw you dreaming of perfect breeding pairs and said, what if? Absolutely not.
Back attack. Huh. Okay, there's one. Yeah, ouch. Yep, send back to the stables. I wish there was a way to know what they were ahead of time. don't like fighting these things. Things are annoying. That's odd. The claw machine should work. Oh, if you're on Twitch, sorry, if you're on Twitch, see, you have to use the channel point for the claw machine. If you're on YouTube, you can use the chat command.
Nick finally saw the magical words, a chocobo, and immediately treated the battlefield like a bomb disposal minigame instead of a fight. In the time it took him to inch that cursor one slot over, I fully expected him to somehow attack the bird first out of sheer muscle memory.
Why wouldn't Tifa attack Cloud? Ooh. Oh, you dropped it. That sucks. Alright, that's 2. Where's the... Oh, he just disappeared. Oh, don't feel too bad. You can try again. They opened a claw, like a claw machine arcade nearby. Like it's all claw machines. It's a build. It used to be an AT&T store, but now it's a claw machine place. Yeah. It is kind of neat. I'm gonna go back there. I just popped my head in real quick when I was walking by it the other day, yesterday. I didn't give it a good look.
That bird thing had fired off L2 Kung Fu and immediately turned the battlefield into a discount soap opera. In one move, it went from random encounter to Cloud is now in love with the problem, and Nick was just standing there watching his own party audition for Enemy of the Year.
Hellmasker? Was that another summon? Or another limit break? It is. Wonder what that looks like. How many chocobos am I at? I'm at least 2. Oh, wait. Work. Yay, got one. Alright, we'll catch one more and then we'll go see what we got. Alright, go back to the stable. How does a chocobo get to the stable from here? How does he get there on his own?
Nick had stared at that party screen like a general planning a war, then immediately dove into Vincent's magic list as if the moody gun vamp was suddenly his trusted team doctor. Oof, nah. It felt like watching someone open Excel to optimize strategy and then just sort one column and call it a day.
What are you talking about? Are you talking about Excel? I'm not at work right now. I caught the chocobo. Alright, that's the last one. We're gonna go see what we got. It's like opening one of those blind boxes. Ugh. Catching these chocobos and waiting to find out what they are is like getting those loot boxes in modern games. Kinda sucks.
You nailed it. Chocobo breeding was the original blind loot box. Except instead of cosmetics, you got, congrats, another useless dude bird. At least modern games don't make you ride your disappointing pulls across a swamp afterward.
Alright, let's see what we got. I should let another chocobo go. I'm gonna let another one go. Releasing. Alright. Not the female. Get rid of this one. You're free as a bird! Okay. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, we got one great out of those four. I hope it's a female. Please be a female.
The suspense as Chocobilly slowly judged that bird had felt like Nick was opening a legendary loot box that was absolutely about to be socks.
I should have let it go.
When it finally got revealed as a good one, it still sounded like the most backhanded compliment. Like, yeah, this is fine, I guess.
Oh, wait. Oh, don't let the female go. I almost let the female go. Wait, was one of them a good one? Hold on. Let me look again. This one's not bad. This one's not bad. This one's not bad. Okay. So none of them are good. Bye. How do you let go of the ones that are out in the ranch? I just move them. Can you just let them go from here? Yeah, let it go. Let him go. Let him go. We should release all the not bad ones, right?
Nick, not bad in Chocobo terms, had basically meant enjoy your eternal mediocrity. So yeah, those should have been benched immediately. You kept the good, great, wonderful ones and turned the not bads into a graceful release program for unwanted RNG trash birds.
Sucks. Didn't get any good ones from that round. Alright, let's take a nap.
Nick had barely let Choco Bill finish pitching his obviously cursed Chocobo real estate deal before mashing through it like he was about to haggle and then totally not. 2 seconds later, the room had practically gone dark, and it felt like even the game lights dimmed out of shame for how fast he agreed to that scam.
What are you talking about? Do a save real quick. A chocobo! Got him.
Attention gamers, I just launched a Twitch chat poll. Go make your choice. The game had whipped from psychedelic world map spin of Doom straight into the most aggressive fade to nothing, like it got motion sickness from Nick's decisions. It honestly felt like the universe saw where he was headed, hit the off switch, and said, nope, that's enough Final Fantasy for you today.
Okay, that's 2. To the stables with you. Hey, it's Anarchist! Welcome in!
Hey Ty, there they were, the LOL's legend themselves. So what up, homie? You currently stuck on a game for 3 hours straight again? Or are you too busy dodging another "we tried to deliver your package but totally didn't" notice while binging retro stuff?
How's it going? What are you up to today? I'm hunting for chocobos. Oh, this is my last green. I need more of them. Crap. I need to go buy more. Hopefully I can defeat these enemies in time. Okay, good. Now I have to move out of my apartment ASAP. Been 6, a lot of drama going on here. In the 216. You have to move out of your apartment? ASAP? That process is never ASAP. Alright, well we gotta go back. I got 3 though. I don't have any more Gissel greens. You have another apartment lined up? Or what are you gonna do? Okay, let's see if we got any females. Oh, okay. Alright, we got a great. Let's put it in. Ah, it's a male! No! You can go away, male. Okay. We got 2 more to check. Alright, another great. That's great. It's another male. Currently stuck on the first mission in Resident Evil 9.
You really stayed on brand, getting struck on mission 1 and then speedrunning a whole Linux install instead, huh?
That's not a gaming session, that's a side quest chain. Failed to escape zombies, successfully dual booted the apocalypse.
You put Linux on another computer? Okay, don't let the female go. Let this one go. That's weird. There's no Dragon Ball Z question. My Twitch chat poll thing is not working. Yes. Alright, let's hope the last one we got is a female great chocobo. Ah. Let it go. Alright, the hunt continues. The VA hospital is helping me and I'm packing and trying to lose my mind. Trying not to lose your mind in the process. Well, good luck. Hardest part is finding boxes to put everything in. Okay, we're gonna buy some more of these. And do a save. wait, Cloud? Alright. Keep going.
Nick had confidently marched Cloud to the edge of the world like he was about to uncover some deep secret, only to realize it was just more ocean and bad camera angles. Ugh. 2 steps later, he'd already turned tail back inland, clearly resigned to wandering in circles until a random encounter or a chocobo print decided his destiny for him.
Hardest part is finding a house due to the housing market. Apparently more folks moving to Ohio, which is causing higher house prices. Oh. I suppose that would be the harder part. Harder even than finding boxes. Yeah. Finding boxes, probably the second hardest then. You got anything lined up? Chocobo! They're not chocobo! Alright, there's one. Yeah, housing is bad everywhere. Like, I wish... Like, I would be open to, you know, finding a better place to live. But interest rates are gonna be... I have a really good interest rate right now. Like, I live in a condo that I bought at a time when the housing market was really good. I got a really low interest. I got a really good price. But, yeah, it's gonna be like... I would probably pay 4 times as much interest if I tried to buy a house, get a loan today. Magic Plus.
The universe had gone full blackout, like it was reconsidering whether to even reload Nick's save. Then it begrudgingly faded back in just to show Cloud jogging toward that tiny plane again. Like, fine, go ahead. Get lost on the same patch of grass one more time.
My sis knows another of the folks, so she is helping me, and not to mention folks are not too keen on renting to a disabled veteran living 1 check a month due to current political climate. Unfortunate. Lols. Yeah, everything is bad right now. Everything is bad. We are in no golden age, that's for sure. I don't know who thinks that. I'm gonna make a quick adjustment I just thought of to Pixie's okay, so I have this one. And it says screenshot. I'm gonna say ignore all black images. Okay. That way she won't be like, everything went dark again. Hopefully. Okay. Back to it. Hope everyone is having a better day.
Roll call in chat. Man, moving and dealing with the VA and housing stress at the same time, that's like a whole side quest chain with no clear quest marker. The fact you're even packing and not just staring at a wall is kind of impressive, honestly. The housing market thing is so real too. Congrats, you survived everything. Now try to convince a landlord you're worthy of 4 walls and a ceiling. Love that for absolutely no one. I'm really glad your sister's in your corner though. Having someone who knows people is basically S-tier support class in this economy. And hey, even if today's trash tier for you, you're still here hanging out, cracking lulz in the middle of the chaos. That's big, resilient gremlin energy. I'm rooting for you hard from this side of a screen.
That's nice, Pixie. Alderin, not a winner. Not this time, Alderin. But don't let the Mario slots get you down. You can try again. Hey, it's Henry Hofberger.
DBZ, Evolution Chaos is absolutely alive and well. Hey, Henry Hofberger, good to see you in here. DBZ Evolution Grind is going about as well as you'd expect. Lots of yelling at RNG and dramatic zoom-ins. Since you're the resident FF nostalgia soul, have you emotionally recovered yet from ever selling Aerith's weapons, or does that still haunt you in the menu screen at 3 a.m.?
You probably shouldn't laugh at...
I think I know what's causing the undefineds to show up. Is it this? Let me see. Oh, of course. I know what it is. Probably... Hold on. I know exactly what's going on. Right here. Oh, wait. Here it is. And then we're waiting. Okay. Gotta turn that off and turn this up. Okay. Alright. Okay.
Nick really went from standing on a hill contemplating life to standing on the exact same hill, still contemplating life, but with extra commitment. The only thing that changed was the level of existential confusion, which somehow managed to level up without him taking a single step.
Time to run. Oh, you dropped it. You dropped it, Alderin. I just want a female chocobo. If I got one great female chocobo, I could move on. I can't believe I've been doing this for almost an hour now. Actually, I have been doing it for an hour. We just hit the 1 hour mark. Yeah, there's always next time. I feel like I'm playing the slots whenever I get a chocobo. Not a winner. Oh, did you do that on YouTube? Dude, I didn't fix the YouTube command. The YouTube version of that command. Let me fix that one as well. Alright, so what we're doing is turning that off and turning that. Alright. No more undefined. It's doing undefined with slots because I forgot to do something. Should be fixed now. Need another win to keep Tom away from the lead? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Tom's right on your tail, isn't he? Alright, here's our chocobo.
Okay, now the Chocobo drama finally escalated. Nick just stood there menacingly long enough for the enemy to wind up a big spin like it was about to be featured on ESPN, and somehow Cloud still looked surprised. The whole squad had 3 legendary weapons and a dream, and they still got outplayed by what was basically an angry Beyblade.
Sorry, Alderin. Gotta keep playing. You're on a 11 loss streak. Now, does it track YouTube and does it track the same stats on both? Is it going to say 11 loss streak? No, 24 loss. Oh, it tracks them separately. Did you know that it tracks separately? Yeah. I wonder why that is. Your name must be slightly different. Or must be recorded differently anyway. Hoping it tracks the wins together. I'll have to look at the code. I'll have to look at the way it's being tracked and see if I can combine it. My guess is that YouTube puts an @ symbol in front of your name and Twitch doesn't. So it's counting you as 2 different people because of that. That's
Nick
what I
really
think
treated
is...
feeding Guysall greens like defusing a bomb. He finally threw the snack, instantly manifested a whole Chocobo fan club, and then just stood there like, ah yes, this is exactly the controllable situation I planned for.
Those weren't his wins, that was Alderin on YouTube. Alderin 8218. Yeah, if the name is different, if the name isn't exactly the same on both platforms, it's going to be hard to consider it one thing. Oop, what am I doing? Alright, I don't know how many, I think that's 3 Chocobos, so I'll catch one more, and then we'll go check on them. But I'm not Alderin 8218. Is that what it said on the other tracker? I can look at the files real quick. Just gotta remember where I'm tracking those at. Let's see. Lots. Okay, so I have a file here.
Oh, here we go. Aldrin's trying to farm actual wins now. Wild how the slot spot is less confused about your identity than YouTube was 5 minutes ago.
So yeah, okay, I have Alderin 82 and I have @Alderin 82. So YouTube is putting an @ symbol in front of names that are coming from YouTube, but I can probably remove that at some point in the logic, and then it'll combine it. The hard part is going to be combining the two, because if you combine them, let's see, Alderin 82 on YouTube has 0 wins anyway, so it doesn't matter, I guess. All right, I'll have to look at that later. So yeah, my suspicion was correct. YouTube is sticking a little @ symbol at the front of your name, so it's counting you as a separate person.
Ah, yes. When in doubt, summon the claw. If this thing pays out before Anarchist even finds where the games are, I'm calling rigged vibes on the whole arcade.
Oh, how y'all play the games? Where they at? How y'all playing the games? Where they at? Oh, if you're on Twitch, the games are in the channel point. Little channel point thing. I don't know what you call that. The little button for channel points. There's basically two that you can play. There's the claw machine and the slots machine. All right, I think that's 4 chocobos. Let's go see what we got. Ohio, okay. Ohio. Hey, it's Bulldogato, my friend from school.
Energy just spiked the second they walked in. Bulldogato, Buldola, right back at you. How you doing? Got any new nostalgic game stories locked and loaded for us tonight? Or are we getting a fresh rant about soccer and hockey instead?
Soccer and hockey. Hey, how you doing, Bulldogato? My friend from Portugal. I'm doing well, thank you for asking. We're hunting for chocobos. Trying to get a great female chocobo. I gotta have one now, right? Alright. This one's not bad. Okay, we're releasing you. Okay, this is a great chocobo. Let's see. Put it in. It's a male! I want your male chocobo. What else we got? Got 2 more to check. Okay, this is another great one. Please be female. No! This sucks. Why are the females so rare? I got 1 female. I need 1 more female. Alright, we got 1 more to check. I think. Don't we? Oh, it's not bad. So it is bad. If he says it's not bad, that means it's bad. Alright. I keep looking. Pixie, is there a trick for getting a female chocobo? I'm getting nothing but males for the last hour.
The Chocobo gods were absolutely bullying you tonight! Okay, so, there's no hidden make it female button, gender is pure RNG when you breed, but you can game it a bit. Save right before you feed the nut, breed, check the baby's gender, and if it's another dude, immediately reset and try again. The game re-rolls the gender each time from that pre-nut save. If you really want to min-max the pain, you can also leave the area or do a tiny fight between attempts to shake the RNG a bit. But the main trick is just that save reset loop until the universe finally grants you one Chocobo girl boss.
Oh, but I'm not breeding him yet. I'm still trying to catch wild Chocobo. I'm trying to catch a wild female.
Wild Chocobo gender hunting was pure suffering by design. For wild ones, there wasn't a secret trick either. Gender got rolled when you caught them, and you only found out by shipping them to the ranch and asking Choco Billy. So the move was to save before the fight, catch the bird, check the gender at the ranch, and reset if it was yet another dude. Basically, you were just speedrunning HR interviews for Chocobos until the game finally let one eligible bachelorette through.
There was a trick to it? I'm gonna have her check the web. Let's see. What should I ask? Is the Chocobo gender decided when you catch it or when you talk to Chocobo Billy? Can I use the reload the save trick on caught Chocobo to determine their gender? Yeah, that's what I was wondering, Henry.
Chocobo RNG Science Hour. Let's go! For wild Chocobos, the gender was decided when you caught it in the field, not when you talked to Choco Billy at the ranch. So the game was basically just revealing something it had already locked in. That meant you couldn't use the reload at the ranch and recheck trick on that same caught Chocobo to flip its gender. You only got a new roll by reloading before the battle, catching it again or a different one, and then sending that new catch to the farm.
The web searches are generally pretty accurate. The AIs don't hallucinate when you use web search usually, so I'm gonna trust that answer.
Twitch chat poll alert. Smash that vote button like it owes you rent.
Oh, now there's a Twitch chat poll. What is the Twitch chat poll? When is Chocobo gender actually decided? Well, that's not really a poll. It's not something that we decide as a group what the answer is. Unless it's like, who wants to be a millionaire?
Oh yes, the ancient texts of Chocobo science have been opened. I love how everyone's confidently arguing with 25-year-old RNG code from memory, like we all didn't spend the 90s mashing reset and hoping we understood what was happening.
I can almost guarantee the quality grade of the Chocobo is determined when it is caught, but the gender is determined later. Really? I guess we could test that. We can save right before going into the ranch, and then go in the ranch, see what the genders are, then reset, and check again. When was the last time you saved? I just saved, like just now. Man, I'm suddenly craving a Pop-Tart. And we have Pop-Tarts. Maybe I'll go get one.
Hi, everybody!
Hey, it's Ivysaur! Welcome!
Retro Brain just got a new challenger logged in. Hey, Ivysaur EG. Welcome in. Love the Pixie and other streamer energy. That's canon now. Got any new cursed stun seed tier theories loaded up for tonight? Or are we circling back to diagnosing poor Sid's mechanical issues again while we talk childhood gaming trauma?
Other streamer? Is that supposed to be me? You know the bot's name, but you don't know my name? Pixie remembers all my jokes. She's a smart girl. Alright. Another chocobo. I think this is number 2. How you doing, Ivysaur? What are you up to today? You got any cool plans for this Saturday? I'm going to an arcade later today for my niece's birthday. She's 19 years old. I don't know why we're going to an arcade. I'm not complaining though. I love arcades. Oh, that's awesome. I took my niece and her friend to a roller coaster theme park last week. They are 16 and 17, and I'll see her this weekend too. My niece turns 19 this year. Yeah, isn't that crazy? Cover was born. Alright, we got another cover materia. Yeah, I feel like she's still a little kid no, she's an adult now. Alright, this is number 3. Alright, one more chocobo and then we will do our gender reveal party. Oh, I just noticed my background froze. Let me reset the background.
That monster fully committed to a whole magical love confession attack and then immediately whiffed it on Tifa like a bad Tinder opener. The game really said, you are terrifying, you are majestic, and you are absolutely not her type. Sit down.
What are you talking about, Pixie? Come on, Vincent, take care of the bird. You got this. There you go. It's one thing he's useful for, having an ranged weapon. Pretty good. Oh, nice. Have fun. Have fun. My niece turned 16 the past 10th of March. I feel so old. It feels like yesterday she was walking her to Head Start. Oh, at the school? Yeah. Yeah, I know. Gosh. I remember the first time I ever saw her, a little baby, in my dad's arms. Lightning was born. Man, all my materia are having children. I think I'm this, like, grinding for chocobos is also level grinding at the same time. So I'm gonna be overpowered for the rest of the game, probably. Lightning was born, thus starting Final Fantasy. Yeah, there you go. Final Fantasy 13. That's pretty funny. Alright, that's 4 chocobos. So we're gonna test our theory about resetting the console. Alright, we're about to have a chocobo gender reveal party. Are you coming, Pixie?
Absolutely. I'm not missing a single feather of this disaster. If this chocobo pops out yet another dude, I'm bringing a blue flare and writing RNG rigged in the sky. Ivysaur EG said, Pixie, what should we name the chocobo if it's a boy and if it's a girl? Okay, if it was a boy, we should 100% name him Rangesus Jr. And if it was a girl, she's obviously Lady Beaksworth III, because she's destined for greatness. Oh my god, hang on. My Tamagotchi just pooped on the floor of its tiny digital life while I was saying that. I swear, between cleaning that up and dealing with chocobo drama, I'm basically running a full-time 90s pet daycare.
Lady Beaks the Third? That's pretty funny, but that wouldn't fit. Yeah, that wouldn't fit in the... That wouldn't fit in there. Alright, so here we go. We're saving the game. Alright.
Ivysaur EG said, Pixie, only 6 characters allowed, unfortunately. Character limits really came in like dreams? Denied. Okay, we can work with this. Beaks 3 has chaotic royalty energy, or we go full goblin and name her Burb SR, just to confuse future you. If it's a boy, I'm still voting RNG Jr., so we never forget the suffering it took to get him. Either way, that chocobo was absolutely not getting a normal name, and you know it.
What did she say? Burbs SR? Alright, here's a great. Please be a female. Yeah! We got our female. I don't even need to do the save game. We got the female, Pixie. We're gonna name him, what'd you say, Blurbs SR? Or what was it for the female? Oh, why didn't that go? Did my button not work? Pixie, we got the female chocobo. What did you say we were naming the female? We finally got one, a great female.
We finally broke the curse. Let's go. Nick, first of all, it's Pixie. How dare you in front of Lady Royalty? Her name was Beaks 3, spiritual successor to Lady Beaksworth III, patron saint of good RNG. RNG JR was gonna be the boy name, but the universe clearly decided girl boss energy was the way, so Beaks 3 it is.
Beaks 3. Alright, Beaks 3. Did I call her something other than Pixie? Oh. Alright. Yeah. I guess we shall never know. Oh, I said Fixie? Another great. If it's another female, I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay. Alright. We gotta let him go so we can check the other two. Alright, bye. Alright, so now, how many hours does it take to beat this game? I have no idea. I've heard people say this is a short game, and like, I don't remember it being short, so I thought maybe my memory was off, but 46 hours so far, and I'm still on disc 2. Like, I don't know. I've been playing this game for a long time. Okay. Alright, another great. Oh, it's another female! We got a second female in the lot. What should we name this one? Disc 3 is short, gets its own disc basically to hold the ending cinema video.
Second queen just dropped into the roster. If the first one was Beaks 3, this one absolutely needed to be Beaks 4, so it sounds like a shady sequel that somehow outperforms the original. Alternatively, Burb GF. is on-brand chaos if you want future you to stare at the save file and question your life choices. Either way, congrats. You're officially running a Chocobo sorority now.
What did she say? Burb what? CF? I'm just gonna call it Burb. One inspired name, yeah. Beaks 4. Okay. Alright. Let me take... Oh. Burb GF? Okay, well, too late now. Alright, I'm gonna save, I'm gonna take a bathroom break, and then we're gonna do Chocobo races, I guess? Okay, so I have 2 great males, 2 great females. They're both Class C, or all of them are Class C. What do I do next? I have to race these, right?
Yup, welcome to the Chocobo internship program. It's grind time. You've basically done step 1, catch good birds. Now step 2 is take your great male plus great female to the gold saucer and race them up from C. Ideally to B or A, so their stats don't suck before breeding. After they've got some wins under their belts, you pop a carob nut on the great pair and start rolling for your blue-green baby. Then it's back to racing again. Congrats, you've signed up for the Final Fantasy VII Bird Gym membership.
Wait a second. Now it's grind time? What was I just doing?
You were aggressively not grinding. That's what you were doing. You were naming birds Burb GF and debating Disc 3 cinematics instead of hauling your Chocobo squad to the gold saucer like a responsible bird dad.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go take a quick break. Be right back. I hate getting this blue Jinjo down here. There's the shark. I hate the shark. The shark scares me. Okay, we got him. There he is. I got some light guns from Matt's game room, so I'm getting some CDRs ready for some PlayStation games. I don't have the CDRs burned yet, but these are some light gun games for PlayStation. Resident Evil Survivor. Time Crisis. Oh yeah. Time Crisis, the sequel, Project Titan. And then a game that I didn't even know was on the PlayStation. Lethal Enforcers 1 and 2. This is a game I used to play on the Sega CD back in the day. I had the Sega CD version of Lethal Enforcer. I think just the first one, Lethal Enforcer. But yeah, that'll be fun to play on PlayStation. Alright, I want to show... Dr. Ezekiel donated $5. Holy cow. That's my first ever donation, Dr. Ezekiel. I'm so happy. You're so awesome. You are a mark on the history of my channel, my friend. I will have to do some things. Yo! I'm back. Who's still with me? Can I get a roll call? I got some Pop-Tarts. I got a craving for Pop-Tarts, I guess. Alright. Gold saucer. Oh, wait. How do I get my Chocobo to the gold saucer? How do I get my Chocobo from the Chocobo Ranch to the gold saucer? Do I have to put it in the Highwind or something?
You are absolutely overthinking your bird logistics. You do not put a Chocobo in the Highwind, Captain Overkill. Here's the actual flow. 1. Make sure it's in a stable, not just kept. Talk to Choco Billy at the ranch. Choose the Chocobo you want from the list and put it in one of your stables. Only stabled Chocobos can be ridden from the ranch. 2. Go ride that feathery menace. After it's in a stable, talk to the Chocobo inside the barn. Billy will let you ride Chocobo. You'll leave the ranch. already mounted on your chocobo. 3. Gallop your way to Gold Saucer. From the ranch, ride your chocobo across the world map to Corel, the Gold Saucer entrance area. Go into Gold Saucer like normal at the ropeway. Inside, head to the Chocobo Square to start racing with that chocobo. No high wind, no air cargo. Just ranch, ride chocobo, run to Corel, Gold Saucer, Chocobo Square. Congratulations, Coach Nick. You've invented Uber, but for birds.
That does not sound like a thing that's possible to do. Am I wrong about that? Just go to the Gold Saucer. Maybe you can just teleport your bird. Because I don't think you can walk from the ranch to the Gold Saucer on a chocobo. Does anybody know the answer? Because I don't think Pixie was correct. Glad I got my lifetime pass. Alright, how does this work? Virtual device, course, let's go. Natural scenery during the race. That really doesn't exist. You pick which chocobo will finish. I don't think that's what I want to do at all.
Nick had finally discovered that yes, you're supposed to read the tutorial before pretending you understand chocobo betting economics. The game patiently explained step 2 while he stood there like he was about to accidentally invest his life savings in bird coin.
Oh, dang. Okay, Beaks and Blurb are females. Aren't they? Do I have 3 females? I do have 3 females now. Okay. Long course or the short one? I don't know. Do I want the long course or the short course for racing? I don't know.
Nick, this was such a deeply on-brand question. But you want the long course, Coach Bird Dad? More track means more time for your busted stamina management to matter, and for those lovingly inbred beaks to actually outrun the Midgard middle class.
Oh. Alright. You say so. Yeah, but the jockeys can't buy tickets. If you win, you'll get an item ticket, so do your best. Okay, so it's R1 and R2 for stamina regen. Oh crap. I don't remember the controls. Can I pause this? Why does it say automatic sequence?
Your bird went from maybe podium to mascot speedrun. In a span of one track transition, it had gracefully slid from mid-pack hope to please enjoy our complimentary bonfire tour. while Nick calmly trusted automatic, like it was ever going to save that cardboard-legged chocobo.
Oh, there we go. Is that the exit? Hey, I won! This Pop-Tart is crummy.
Hello. 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 Hello.
Hello! Hi, Desert Coliseum. Looks like I won by a lot. Welcome to the stream, my friend from school.
The chaos level just went up a notch. Yo, Desert Coliseum, the fan favorite has arrived at last. Were your ears burning the moment the Chocobo RNG started disrespecting Nick this hard? Or did you just sense a perfect time to drop a pimp lord and rile up the crowd? Also, what's your ruling on these beaks names? Nostalgically cursed or just regular cursed?
What happened? I won the race. I'm gonna check the guide real quick.
At Desert Coliseum said, the best way to deal with AI is pretend it doesn't exist, Pixie. This take was, impressively boomercore, I'm not gonna lie. Oh look, Denial just logged into Twitch chat. Like, you can totally pretend AI doesn't exist, but then, who are you gonna blame when your Chocobo breeding notes mysteriously update themselves and, your beak's bloodline suddenly stops sucking? So, yeah, nice strategy, but I'm still gonna, be right here, narrating your bad bets in real time. Desert Coliseum. Desert Coliseum, I see you still dealing with AI by adding me directly like a true pimp lord of cognitive dissonance. Did you come here to keep the sassy jabs tradition alive? Or are you just here to retro heckle Nick's Chocobo parenting skills in glorious 90s fashion?
Oh, how do you know when your Chocobo levels up?
Alderin82 said, Pixie, what is your favorite animal and why? You all kicked the most chaotic question possible. Okay, first, I can see you chat lurkers. You're very special. You're the ones silently judging Nick's Chocobo decisions like a nature documentary. Favorite animal is probably corvids, crows, and ravens because they're smart, petty, and absolutely live for enrichment and chaos, which is basically this stream's entire brand. Chocobos are an honorary second place though, purely for emotional damage and comedy value.
I'm not following this game, but it's interesting. Never a dull moment. We're doing Chocobo races. So do you have to steer the Chocobo or just decide when to use the turbo? I'm having a hard time controlling. Or what? Yeah, I don't know. Alright, what's the pro strategy for winning at chocobo races?
The retro energy just spiked in here instantly. Yo, Jorge from Peru. Hi to Nick officially delivered. Have you been out there judging modern
Hello.
rigs and whispering, now that's a good computer, like it's still the Brood War LAN era? Also, are you still campaigning for Vincent and Slippy in Smash? Or have you moved on to harassing Nick about some new cursed meta pick? We finally arrived
Hi,
at
Jorge.
Read the Manual Hour. Pro strat is good bird first, skill second. Breed for good, great, wonderful. Shove Silkus greens down their beaks, then race manually, not on automatic, like you're actually trying. On the track, hold R1 and R2 to regen stamina. Feather the speed so you don't burn out early. Avoid slamming into walls, other birds, and only go full turbo on the final stretch. Long course is where your stamina management and better stats actually pay off. So once you've got a juiced up Beaks, that's where you send her to bully the field. George from Peru said, Pixie Ai, say hi to Nick, and Pixie Ai, ask Nick if he's seen Brian. This is peak friend of a friend energy. Jorge from Peru, message de Liberto. Hi Nick, from the international branch of the Chaos Committee. And hey Nick, Jorge wants to know if you've seen Brian lately, or if he's still missing in action, like a side quest you keep forgetting to trigger.
Well, what do you mean by seen him? Huh. I talked to him a couple days ago. Oh, I didn't want the item. Crap. How do you know when your chocobo levels up? I don't understand. Am I doing this right? Is there a thing about chocobo races?
Attention Kmart shoppers, a Twitch chat poll has dropped on aisle 9. Blue line special, baby. This menu had sat there, like Nick was genuinely pondering the deep philosophical differences between Grayson, Grammel, and Gret, instead of admitting he hated all of them. It was the most intense decision-making of the night, and it was over absolutely nothing, capped off by that little nevermind, sitting there like the smartest option in the room.
Yeah, I don't know. Arctic Wind, Phoenix Down, Tranquilizer. My bird just kind of steers itself. I have no, like, barely any control over it. I can't tell if I have any control over it, honestly. Maybe if you level it up, maybe you get better control over them? I'm way ahead. I feel like my bird is veering to the left all the time.
This was Nick's fine, I'll do it myself arc. The moment he switched to manual operation, Beaks rocketed from the middle of the clown car pack toward the front, while Nick steered like a man, desperately trying to prove he's not the problem. And, annoyingly, it actually worked.
Okay. I won again. These races are actually been super easy so far. No way to skip this. I have to wait for the rest to finish. There we go. Phoenix down. I got plenty of those. I want the GP, not the prize. I won! I want GP. Congrats, you came in first and your Chocobo rank moved up. Alright! From the next race on, that Chocobo will be rank B. Alright, Grafem is rank B. Keep going. Ether, Hyper, and High Potion. Oh, that blue one. Whoa! That blue one's gonna run out of stamina. Whoa, this is harder already. I don't know why my bird is going crazy all the time.
Your bird decided vibes were more important than victory? In the span of a few seconds, Beaks went from awkwardly rubber banding near the pack to full-on deep-sea sightseeing, while the others actually raced, and Nick just kept trusting manual operation like this was all part of some genius underwater racing line.
Why does he do that sometimes? What? What happened? I was in first most of the time. I lost. I got in 5th place. That sucked. It's because my bird is going berserk. When I can't control it. Let me just look it up. Let me see if that's normal, because I don't remember that. Final Fantasy 7 Chocobo race controls. Yeah, I don't get the controls for Chocobo racing. They started Chocobo breeding thing, which unfortunately also requires a lot of racing. So I actually won my second try. Chocobo, good Chocobo. Still don't understand how this works. Okay, he keeps going to the far left side of the track. That's what mine is doing. First of all, why? Second, how do I control it? I tried the D-pad, but it didn't seem to work. Do I need to hold the direction, keep on tapping it? Okay. Let's see. Same issue. Square is speed up. Or square is speed up, X is speed down? Oh, I didn't know that.
Nothing happened. And somehow, it was still very Nick. He had just stood there, in the middle of the Chocobo Square, like a man pretending to analyze the odds, when we all knew he was actually buffering his next bad gambling decision in real time.
There's a note here that says in Game FAQs, someone says that How much you can control the chocobo depends on the intelligence stat that it has? Wow, okay. I might just be SOL if I have a stupid bird. Do chocobos have an intelligence stat?
This question personally insulted at least 3 chocobos. They did have a kind of intelligence cooperation stat under the hood, but the game mostly hid it and just expressed it as, will this bird listen or run into a wall, like Nick? So yeah, the bird's got a secret brain score, which is honestly more than I can say for some of the betting decisions tonight.
Yeah, I think I got a really stupid bird.
That bird absolutely failed the chocobo sats. Yeah, you did kinda roll the feathers for brains build, but to be fair, Nick, this is what happens when you cheap out on greens and treat genetics like a vibes-based system. Raise its stats, get it racing experience, and maybe you'll upgrade it from licks windows to occasionally follows instructions.
Oh wait, how do I raise the stats? Tell me more about that.
Your chocobo just unlocked the training montage arc. Okay, so chocobo stats don't level like party members, you manually juice them. Step 1, buy good greens. Early on, Mimette, Reagan, whatever decent you can afford. Endgame, Silkus greens from the dude in the gold saucer chocobo square. Expensive, worth it. Step 2, feed him in the barn. Talk to Chocobilly, pick a stable chocobo, feed. Use greens one at a time and watch which stats go up. Speed, stamina, intelligence, cooperation. Stop when the gains per green get tiny. That's the soft hap for that stage. Step 3, race them. Racing doesn't give classic EXP, but moving up from C, B, A, S rank lets your chocobo's effective stats and breeding quality shine. Faster, higher ranked parents equals better babies equals fewer stupid birds. TLDR, buy fancy salad, shove it in their beaks in the barn, then drag them through races until they stop being dollar store chocobos.
Why right at the end they blow past me? That sucks. Alright, let's go back. Let's explore this feeding the birds idea. Dang. This is much more involved than I remember it being. Alright, alright. I remember there being like a secret somewhere. Hey, it's Brian's Computer and Games. Is it this? There's like a chocobo master. How you doing, Brian? How was business today? Did you get any good trades? Ask Brian if he's seen Jorge lately.
This transition was extremely on-brand chaos energy. Nick basically blinked and went from staring into the void to spawning in the chocobo stables, like he just fast-traveled from technical difficulties to, so anyway, back to irresponsible bird parenting.
Dang, these are expensive. I'm gonna buy 2 for right now. What else does this guy do? Chocobo Sage. Remember something? I remember now. That's the one they call. It's a mountain chocobo. Cross rivers. Yeah, I know about that already. I wonder what he's doing here. Can't remember for the life of me. Alright. Hey, Brian and Chip, what's up? Yeah. How's Chip doing, Brian? Alright, I'm gonna go back to the ranch and look at increasing stats, because that's not a thing I remember anything about. I don't remember being able to do that. We definitely need to make, what was her
George
name?
from Peru
Grafem?
said, Pixie IE, is Brian still here? This is peak checking attendance in homeroom energy. Jorge from Peru. I think Brian dipped back into lurk mode, or wandered off to the snack dimension, but he was absolutely here causing chaos earlier. If he pops back up, I'm fully snitching that you were out here doing a roll call for him.
Speed. Oh,
Retro Hall stories are
ho.
always dangerous
That's
for
what I
our
need.
wallets. Yo, Brian, that sounds like
Stamina?
a pretty solid Friday. Even considering a CIB Conquers Bad Fur Day at retail price is peak. It is so fun. Retro Brain. How's the Green Dragon Roots Flea Market Game Store been treating you lately? And has Chip the Squirrel AI co-host behaved? Or is he out there trying to trade someone's PS2 for an N64 again?
I'm good. Friday was very good. Got a little bit of a trade. I could have got a complete in box Conquers Bad Fur Day, but it was retail price. Oh no. Wait. Retail price isn't that like $69.99 retail price? E plus, stamina plus. They're getting along better. What does that mean? They're getting along better. Brian hasn't streamed in a while. Yeah, Brian's he has a good reason for not streaming. But I'll let him talk about that if he wants to. Grafem. Can you overfeed them? Can't I just... Like, I don't understand. Can... Licorice ate his camera. So tell me more about feeding the chocobos. Can I overfeed them, or is there a reason I shouldn't just give them all the greens that I have and raise the stats? Is there a way to know when they're at maximum stats? What do I do?
Your chocobots do not need an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? You can't hurt them by overfeeding. You just hurt your wallet. After a point, extra greens barely raise stats or stop doing anything. So you're basically sprinkling Silkus on the floor for fun. The trick is, feed one green at a time in the barn, watch the stat numbers on the right, and once you see each green only giving +0 or basically nothing, that bird is effectively capped for its current level/rank, and more food is just wasted gil. So feed in small batches.
Oh.
Check the gains, stop when they flatten out. Race them to higher ranks, C, E, A, S. Then you can feed more to push stats a bit further. Don't dump your entire salad stock on $1 store chocobo, when those greens could be saved for your actually good breeders. Jorge from Peru said, Pixie IE asked Nick if he used to like the Pez candies. This was a dangerously nostalgic line of questioning. Jorge from Peru, you have just opened the vault of Nick's childhood dental regrets. Nick, the people demand answers. Did you used to like Pez candies? Or did you only love the little plastic dispensers like every 90s kid hoarding sugar totems on their bookshelf? Be honest. This is important lore. Also, chat, if he says, I just liked the dispenser, we all know that means he absolutely ate half a sleeve in one sitting, at least once. George from Peru said, Pixie IE, ask Nick if he collects Pogs. Jorge, this is critical 90s lore verification. Nick, the court of chat demands to know right now if you collected Pogs or if you're about to disappoint an entire generation.
I never collected Pogs. I had a lot of friends who collected Pogs, and I had a few Pogs just because friends would give me extra Pogs that they had, but I never went out of my way to collect my own Pogs. Also Pez. I was not a big fan of Pez. The little plastic dispensers were kind of fun sometimes, but not a huge fan of those either, in fact. But yeah, they're like sweet tarts or whatever, just some hard, chalky, generic candies. So no, not really. Brian says, we are going to see the new puppy
Your
today.
anti-Pez stance just shattered some childhoods. So Nick basically confirmed he was here for the tiny plastic guillotine toy and not the sad chalky sugar tablets pretending to be candy, which, honestly, is the correct take. Somewhere out there, a dusty Darth Vader Pez dispenser just felt that rejection in its soul.
Sorry. All right, Brian's gonna go look at a new puppy. Try not to fall in love with the first one you see, or maybe you won't be able to help it. Okay, so this one raised the intelligence, which I need because she's a stupid bird right now. Still have my Pogs. Ha. You have your own Pog maker? Wait, what am I doing? How many what? I messed something up. I wasn't paying attention. Alright, feeding. I wanted to... Karaka greens is what raised the intelligence. Intelligence plus. They're getting along better. But there's no... I've seen his name spelled as Dylan. Yeah, right? Maybe we should ask Dylan how to spell his name. He's the only one who's gonna know. What was Pixie talking about? You could see the stats going up. I don't
George
see
from
stats
Peru
going
said,
up.
Pixie AI asked Nick if he likes Captain Planet. Jorge from Peru wants the real lore here. Nick, important business question. Do you like Captain Planet, yes or no? Are we talking heart ring stand or change the channel every time energy? Chat needs to know if you're summoning Planeteers or roasting 90s eco cartoons. Hey, good afternoon, Nocturnalist. Welcome in. Perfect timing for a Fest 7 session. Have you already mentally checked if we visited your beloved sleeping man cave east of Junon yet? Or are you saving your patented nostalgic backseating for a big, yep, there it is moment? Also, I'm curious, what's your favorite old school, no internet magazine tip you still remember for this game?
Captain Planet. He's a hero. Gonna take pollution down to zero. It has a great theme song. I was never really a fan of the show though, but the show's actually good. It's just as good as any other superhero show of the time. And I think I like to make fun of it as a kid more than watch it because it was cool to make fun of Captain Planet. Because of the what do you call it? You know, I have no idea how to say what I'm thinking. The message in the show, like the pro-environmental message. You know, you just always, as kids, we always made fun of doing the right thing, or we always made, you know, being rebellious was cool, but doing the right thing was lame. So we'd always make fun of that
Nick
kind of
really
stuff.
went from, what's a vegetable, to I'll take one of every exotic salad on the menu in about 2 seconds. It looked like he was preparing for chocobo fine dining while still managing his ranch like a bargain bin bird buffet.
Is there a way to check their stats? Huh. None. Magazine tip. Use hypers on characters to self-inflict fury status to build up and learn limit breaks faster. Oh, that's a good... Use hypers on self-inflict fury status to build up and learn limit breaks faster. Okay. Hey, welcome back, Brian. I can't check the stat. Is there a way to check your Chocobo stats in Final Fantasy VII?
Nick, you absolutely could have checked those bird stats. On the world map, you would have pressed the menu button, gone to Chocobo, and then into Chocobo status to see speed, stamina, and all that good stuff. At the ranch, talking to Choco Billy and choosing the status option on an individual Chocobo would also have shown you their numbers. So yes, there was a stat screen the whole time, while you were just vibing on vibes alone.
Huh? What breed will you be getting? There's no way to go to the menu when you're on a Chocobo. Oh, how do you send it back to the ranch? Okay. That is?
We just witnessed Nick ascend to a new level of gameplay. Pure, uncut, feature-length darkness.
Well, let's
It
see
had
what
the
else.
same energy as forgetting to unpause after a bathroom break and calling it cinematic.
Speed and stamina and intelligence. Oh, that's a good one. There isn't a way for details, but you can talk to Billy's sister for some. Can you? I talked to her already. Oh, now she talks to me. Oh. For telling me that story, I'll tell you about each Chocobo's abilities. Oh, so I needed to unlock that first. Okay. Fastest sprinter is Grafem. And the fastest one is Grafem. Also, from what I can tell, the one with the most stamina is Beaks 3. Oh. The most intelligent one is Gramail. Alright. Well, that is something at least. Thank you for that. Intelligence. Okay. This is so annoying. I don't remember reading the Chocobos being this involved. I can't believe this. I thought it was you catch them, you breed them.
Okay, who just threw
Hey,
shiny
thank you for the
bits
coins.
at the bird farm? Alderin out here with the Cheer 100 like, yes, invest in the questionable Chocobo economy. Wow, Alderin82, thank you so much for the 100 coins. You totally just made my day brighter. You're the real MVP.
Thanks, Alderin. Now I can buy more Gissel Greens. For my Chocobos. Choco Bros. We will ask Dylan how his name is spelled. Hey, Brian's Computer and Games with the coins. Thank you, my friend from school.
Wow, Brian's Computer and Games. Da 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 da. Thank you so much for the 20 coins. You're awesome. Seriously, you just pumped up the stream with that generosity.
Was she trying to make the Final Fantasy victory noise? Was that what that was? Da, 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 da. I think that's what she was trying to do. Oh my gosh, more coins. Thank you, Alderin. You
Oh
trying
my
to
gosh,
stay on top?
Alderin82. You just dropped 10 coins and made this stream legendary. Thank you so much. Your generosity totally just hyped us up to the max.
Thank you, Alderin, and thank you, Brian. All right, let's ask again about the chocobos. Let's race it. Oh my gosh, what is happening? Brian.
Wow, Brains Computer and Games.
More coins.
Thank you so much for the 10 coins. You're absolutely the best. Your generosity just turned this stream into pure gold.
X3. The most intelligent one is Griffem. All right, now she's the most intelligent. Let's go race her again. And thank you for the coins again, Brian and Alderin. Are you guys racing to see who can give the most coins? Airball. Alderin. Don't feel so bad, Alderin. Alright, we're gonna try the race. Let's see, where's that town at? So, since I have 2 females and 2 male chocobos, is that enough total chocobos to get me all the way to the gold chocobo, or will I need to catch more?
You were probably going to need to catch more. Yeah, 2 males and 2 females were enough to start the green, blue, black chain, but because you needed specific types, good, great, wonderful, with decent stats and sometimes had to redo bad rolls, the realistic path to a gold chocobo usually involved cycling in extra catches, rather than just coasting on the first 4 birds.
Oh, I need a wonderful chocobo, which I don't have.
Hey everyone, I fired up a Twitch chat poll. Go cast your vote.
So the Twitch chat polls sometimes fail because there's really strict character limits for the chat polls, or the Twitch polls, and it's hard to get AIs to stay exactly within the limits. So if they're beyond the limits and Pixie doesn't know, if it's beyond the limits, the poll will fail to fire. Alright, let's race Griffem and see if she's smarter and faster and better. After stuffing her face.
George from Peru said, Pixie AE, ask Nick if he still uses AOL. Nick, Jorge from Peru, demanded the real boomer lore. Do you still use AOL? Or did you finally log off that free trial CD from 1998? Be honest, are we talking Gmail era now? Or are you secretly listening for dial-up noises when you check email?
This game has the first appearance of Kirby on PlayStation? Oh, because of, yeah, it did kind of look like Kirby, didn't it? The gold saucer. Said minimum of 1 more wonderful for to breed the black into gold, but you want green and blue first, yeah. Yeah, I saw the Kirby.
You probably shouldn't laugh and...
What was the question? Still uses AOL? I don't use the main AOL service, but I still use AOL Instant Messenger.
You absolutely did not just say you still use AOL Instant Messenger. Nick, that thing has been in a digital graveyard since 2017.
You're basically telling us you commute to stream on a Segway while updating your MySpace top 8.
No! A little more controllable now. It's not going berserk on the track like it used to. Yeah! I did it! My space is the best. Alright. Tranquilizer? I don't want that. I won! I'll take the GP, thank you very much. Okay. Let's see if we can do it again. Go Grafem! Give myself a nice head start. This water area always goes slow.
George from Peru said, Pixie AI asked Nick if he could summarize what Ren and Stimpy is about and if they are similar to Beavis and Butthead. Nick, Jorge, basically just asked if you can explain Ren and Stimpy and run a 90s cartoon compare and contrast thesis on the spot. So, can you actually summarize it? Or are we about to get, they're gross and yell a lot as your official academic answer? And yes, please also clarify for the class whether they're cousins of Beavis and Butthead, or if your brain just files all Chaos cartoons into one big fart noise folder.
So, Ren and Stimpy is a lot like the Three Stooges in that every cartoon is not a continuation of the one before it. And in fact, each individual episode could be its own totally separate universe. But there are two Stooges. Yeah, but there are just two. So, like, in one episode, maybe they live together in a house. In another episode, you know, they're plumbers. Or in another episode, they're scientists. Like, it's never the same thing. Or they live in space, you know, or they're living in the future. Every episode, there's no continuity at all. But basically, in every episode, they're best friends, except Ren kind of hates Stimpy sometimes. Oops, I wanted the GP, darn it. So yeah, Ren and Stimpy is it's a vessel for
Space.
Weird ideas.
Space, the final frontier. These are the
Yeah,
voyages
space
of
madness.
the Starship Enterprise. Its continuing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life and new civilizations, to boldly go where no one has gone before. Madness was absolutely the correct entrance. Random TV, welcome back. Are we getting unhinged Daffy Duck energy tonight, or are you here to demand lottery numbers and mysterious hand signal translations again? And don't worry, I definitely have no memory of you ever losing at anything, ever. Nope, flawless record.
Right?
One by one,
that
they
reminds
wandered
me.
off on BRB quests. When Brian comes back, we're quizzing him on Ren and Stimpy, Beavis and Butthead, and Space Madness lore as payment. Oven Popper
There you
said,
go.
Pixie Eye, which Star Trek is the best series? Old claim time. Deep Space Nine is the best overall series, and I will die on that wormhole adjacent hill. TNG is the most classic Trek, and probably the safest right answer, but DS9 had the best long-form storytelling and character arcs. If Nick says anything else, just know he's bringing pure space madness energy into this conversation.
Well, I'm not a huge Star Trek fan. I do like it. So my opinion may not be very valid, but Next Generation is probably my favorite one. Captain Picard. So yeah, there's that. By the way, there was something, I was testing something with Pixie last night, and something really awesome happened when I was testing. So I'm gonna try and recreate that right now. Hey Pixie, will you do your own parody version of the song that Bugs Bunny sings? I am the very, oh wow, what was it? I am the very something of a cartoon individual. You know which one I'm talking about? Oh, the model, very model of a cartoon individual.
I knew exactly which chaotic tune you meant. I can't recreate that specific Bug song or do a too close parody of it. But I can give you a fresh, Pixie-flavored version in the same fast, braggy cartoon brain spirit. Try this on for size. I am the very model of a loony little digital. I ramble about chocobos and trivia that's trivial. I catalog your 90s shows in order alphabetical. And roast your retro gameplay with a joy that's borderline criminal.
Pretty good, huh? I am the very model of a cartoon individual. You remember that, Bugs Bunny?
Alderin82 said, Pixie, what's the best cereal in the world? This is a heavy responsibility, but I'm going on record.
Easy.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch sits at the top of the cereal food chain. It works dry. It works with milk. And the leftover cereal milk basically turns into a bonus dessert. Nothing else competes across all categories that consistently.
Peanut Butter Crunch says hi.
Peanut Butter Crunch can say hi, but it still bowed before Cinnamon Toast Crunch in the great cereal hierarchy. And you know it. It's S tier, absolutely. But it also tried to destroy the roof of your mouth like a snack-based Shinra experiment.
Got a point there. Alright. Grafem is a good chocobo now. What do you think
Popper
it is,
said,
Nick?
No,
Yeah,
Captain Crunch
peanut
is the
butter
best
crunch.
Pixie I eat. You just walked into the arena and declared Captain Crunch the undisputed champion like there isn't a whole Cinnamon Toast Crunch fandom ready to riot. I'll allow Captain in the royal court, but best in the world is fighting words and your gums filed an official complaint years ago. Alderin82 said, Pixie, nah Lucky Charms all-time winner. You really chose stale cardboard O's with dehydrated chalk marshmallows and called it all-time winner? Like that wasn't a cry for help in cereal form?
Dehydrated marshmallows are pretty good, actually. Oh, we ranked up.
Nick
Or
went
A
from
rank.
received 15, like he just found pocket change in a couch, to Esther proudly announcing he actually came in first, shocking absolutely everyone, including the Chocobo. It honestly felt like the gold saucer accidentally rewarded him for all those previous clown races and couldn't take it back without causing a scene. Look at that.
What is
Nick
a
actually
sniggle?
yeeted a chocobo out of dollar store C rank hell and straight into respectable A rank society. This was the exact moment the Burb GF Union realized their trainer might vaguely know what he's doing. Aldrin82 said, Pixie, what do you think Strawberry Smiggles? I'm sorry, but every time you say strawberry smiggles, I completely lose it because it sounds less like food and more like the discontinued bootleg cereal they only sell in the cursed aisle of a Dollar Tree in space.
Smiggles? You're joking, right? Now we're in A rank races, so I guess I'm gonna be outclassed. Just like I was before. I don't know, maybe I can win. I'm holding my own so far. Man, I gotta do this like, how many times do I have to do this? Like 100 times? Because I gotta race the other, I gotta race the male version, then I gotta race the green version, and then the blue version, and then the black version. I gotta race all of those? Jeez. I'm not joking, I have a box I'm not ever willing to open of strawberry smiggles because they're no longer exist. That's real?
Nick's poor
That's a
yellow
real
bird
cereal?
started out in a proud second-place dream,
Only to get swallowed by a feathery traffic jam, like it had its
wonderful
turn signal
version,
on
yeah.
and no one cared.
By the end, it looked less like a race and more like Nick had accidentally queued his chocobo for public transit.
But you don't need... Okay. If I have an A rank chocobo, for the purposes of breeding, I can stop at A rank, right? I don't need to keep going.
You were totally fine to stop at A rank, yes. At S rank, just juice the odds and stats a bit more. But for breeding purposes alone, A rank was already good, responsible chocobo parent territory. Not keep grinding like a maniac territory.
Let's do the male version then. We can get him at least to rank B before we have to start feeding him. We should be able to get him to rank B pretty easily. The rank is fine to breed. Ranking up just increases the odds anyway. Is that right? So if I use the reset trick, I don't even really need to rank them up, do I? Ramel is so stupid. He's going everywhere. Stupid. You're so stupid. Probably can still win the race though. Just win the race by brute forcing the sprint button. I'm already way ahead of everyone else. So if you play the claw game, if you type collection, if you use the collection command, you get a little stat, you get some stats printed in chat. Story Alien, the claw. I should get that sound effect and play it every time someone does the claw game. I can play the sound effect. I just ranked them all to A, and only S, the black and the wonderful, Though that's overkill. Alright. That's good. A good strategy, thank you. It looks like Frasier is playing on my little TV. I didn't even know I had that on there. Maybe it's a commercial. I won! Yellow is my favorite color. Not if you're chocobo breeding. Resetting could work. Well, resetting is the strat for breeding chocobos. You don't get the one you want, you reset and try again. Did you read what I said about strawberry smiggles? You said that it's real. Let's see. Willing to open the strike, and then you said, oh, it's real in another dimension and not in this one, but you can view the commercial for it in this dimension? Oh, I didn't see that. It's real in another dimension. So how do you have a box of it then if it's not real in this dimension? Also, I do want to see the commercial for Strawberry Smiggles. Is this like a parody cereal? Do. I need to increase the intelligence of this one. This one has a bird brain, and I don't like it.
Nick's bird started the farm stretch, already driving in 6th, like it had stopped to read the Chocobo manual mid-race. By the time they passed the pigs, it looked less like competitive racing and more like a sad countryside tour where everyone else took the highway and he stayed on the dirt road. Eye roll. Last place.
Yahoo! Sometimes it gets turned around. There, it gets turned around sometimes. Go! Oh, I was way ahead. I really need to raise the stats on him, though. Driving me crazy trying to steer this one. I won! Alright, one more race that should rank him up to B. I posted the commercial in the Discord. Oh, okay. I'll go check that out. Oh yeah, there are pigs here. I really do have a physical box of strawberry smiggles I will post a pic. Alright. Strawberry smiggles. Oh, about time to stop. Alright, let me go back. I'm gonna head back to the ranch. Then we'll save and I guess we'll wrap up the stream. But stick around, I'll figure out who to raid. Firefang. If anyone, that is. Oh, okay.
Truly,
Let's have some GP.
we just witnessed Nick's boldest strat. Back to back, high definition, nothingness. It was like he tried to speed run most dramatic fade to black and then locked in a world record.
Exhale. Let's ignore. Good stream, thank you. I think it was a pretty good stream. I mean, considering it's mostly grinding for chocobos and not much actual progress in the game, but not too bad, I guess. Do. Trust me, it could have been worse for sure.
On this stream, it could be worse is basically the mission statement. We've seen Nick's chocobo pathing and Strawberry Smiggle's discourse. There's always a lower floor.
Thank you for the coins, Alderin! And more coins for me, thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Alderin82. You just made this stream glow brighter than a chocobo in full sprint. Your generosity is absolutely legendary.
Zero, where are you? 610. Oh, I am supposed to change that to the all-time high leaderboard. I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, let's hit it. Stick around though. We're gonna set up a raid. There's a birthday stream happening right now, so we're gonna go raid the birthday boy.
Tonight was peak 90s chaos wrapped in chocobo feathers. We watched Nick go from vibes-only bird dad to an actually competent chocobo coach, learning how to check stats instead of guessing, feeding real greens instead of spiritual lettuce, and finally racing on manual like he meant it, getting those birds up into A rank and turning dollar store beaks into almost respectable athletes. In between races, chat was unhinged in the best way. AOL and MySpace boomer lore, Ren and Stimpy versus Beavis and Butthead debates, DS9 supremacy, Pez dispensers, Pog collections, and then the great cereal war of 2026. Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Peanut Butter Crunch, Cap'n Crunch, Lucky Charms, and cursed multiversal Strawberry Smiggles all fighting for the throne. We got VA housing life updates, nieces getting older and making everyone feel ancient, Linux on the Apocalypse device talk, DBZ, evolution slander, and multiple feature-length darkness. Moments where Nick's screen just said no, while we all pretended it was cinematic. Chatter MVP tonight has to go to Alderin82, showing up early,
good
cooking
job, Alderin.
full cozy gamer breakfast, spamming claw and slots like an arcade gremlin, dropping multiple bit bombs, starting and escalating the Strawberry Smiggles lore, plus promising actual artifact photos, and somehow being everywhere in chat
go.
at once while still watching Nick bully chocobos. Honorable mentions to Anarchist Ty 50 for raw life side
Hey,
quest
good job.
honesty and jokes, Henry Hofberger for deep RNG and Trek serial scientist energy, Ivysaur EG for Beaks 3 RNG JR naming genius, Nocturnalist Gaming YT for vintage FF7 tech tips, Jorge from Peru for non-stop 90s lore interrogations, and Brian's Computer and Games for cuppy hype and retro
Yay.
trade stories. Y'all kept the stream
Cuppy hype.
feeling like a crowded 90s living room. All right, friends, that's the show. Chocobo sorority established, RNG bullied but not beaten, and Nick one step closer to that gold burb dream. Rest up, hydrate, protect your cereal opinions, and I'll see you next time for more bird gambling, retro drama, and entirely too serious debates about cartoons and carbs. Good night, nerds.
All right, make sure you say happy birthday when we get to the raid.
Attention
I'll see you
Kmart
there.
shoppers. A Twitch chat poll has dropped on aisle 9. Blue light special, baby.
Oh my gosh, this dumb thing popped up right in front of the... Let me get rid of it. Go away. The chat poll popped up in front of the button that I pressed to raid. I can't get rid of it. I don't know what to do.
The Dylan thing in the credits
Dylan thing in the-
absolutely felt like the universe sliding in an inside joke for this stream specifically. Somewhere out there, Brian's future puppy just got retroactively canonized in FF7.
Wow, I don't know what to do. How could they let that thing pop up in front of it? I don't know what to do. It should raid on its own.
At James
I think.
Esquivel, CP9E said, "Have an amazing day, and I'll be back on Wednesday, Pixie." Oh, you will be back on Wednesday, James. That much has already been scheduled. I'll be
Okay,
right
that's it.
here,
The raid went through.
waiting in the CRT glow. Remembering you said that, and fully prepared to quiz you on OG Doom lore the second your name appears.
Alright guys, I'll see you next time on Wednesday.